need to change the title to Melody Plays. Even I'm having to get used to the name. Go ahead and go back for the... Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, I discarded the changes, but they kept, so... Good, I guess? You already committed the changes. You don't need to... Okay, what? Are you freaking... You changed them all the... Damn it! I hate YouTube! Why can't you commit changes? Now you're working! I'm trying to go back and change all the... Okay. Sorry, I was just changing all of my previous streams and my current stream to Melody Plays. I've been calling it Whimsy Plays, and Whimsy is my RPG character. This is Melody. Sorry. So this is kind of my prediction for what's going on with Kokoro. I think that maybe the divorce was possibly partly over may have, like, the instigator of the divorce may have been um Kokoro and I's relationship getting a little too incestuous, and or that basically um the other mother, the mother that's raising Kokoro, is effectively poisoning Kokoro against us, or possibly, I guess, gaslighting her into thinking that I is terrible and has been pressuring or manipulating her into the relationship that they had, and when it was in fact somewhat mutual. Like, if I had to guess, my concern with this game, and I think I looked at I think I looked at the Wikipedia article on this just when I was researching whether or not I like this game. Um, I think I read somewhere that, or something to the effect that, like, you don't get the full story of Kokoro unless you romance her, which feels kind of dumb, to be honest. When it is like it feels like the central conceit of this story is the mystery of what the hell is going on with Kokoro. So in order to open the mystery box, so to speak, I have to go out of my way to romance a character that, like, I may or may not be interested in. Like, if I were more, and on top of that, if I were more, like, if I actually had siblings, IRL, um, that weren't cats, and were imaginary family members when I was a kid. Like, that's how weird of a kid I was. Like, I'm also a weird adult now, so, but like, I think I always kind of went out of my way to be unique and different, and one of the ways I was is that I had an imaginary family rather than an imaginary friend. So I also, like, don't want to necessarily dig too much into the psychology of uh I don't know. But anyway, I had an imaginary mother, an imaginary father, and an imaginary sister, and they are all explicitly imaginary. Anyway, um, and I outgrew them sometime. Like, they moved away in my imaginary fiction of them. They moved away at some point. Probably when I was, like, in first or second grade. I can't remember, like, how early on it was. Why the heck isn't me? Yes, it was working earlier. There we go. But anyway, since I'm an only child, I don't get the ick factor of incestuous relationships. So, um, but it would make the game a little less accessible to people who were icky about it. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm sort of role playing this a little bit, so I guess we'll see where things go. Like, I'm not going to be playing this game as if I'm pursuing a particular route. Like, that thing with Nana-chan or whatever she's called, the banana girl, the banana maid. Like, if I were playing this as if it were a game, I'd be like, oh, like I'm trying to pursue the Kokoro romance route. So I'm just gonna push away every other girl. And exclusively pursue relationship points with Kokoro whenever that comes up. So I'm just trying to play it as if I'm trying to build relationships of any sort with any of the characters, and if it becomes romantic, then I'll feel it out. As I go. Anyway, I had that nightmare again that night. And as for why I didn't stream yesterday, it was just I wanted to get to bed early, and I'm still on a cycle of starting to stream around 10 a.m., which I need to start trying to stream around my normal time so I can have more time to actually play the game. But I've just gotten into watching anime recently, so I trying to fit that into my regular schedule. Is a challenge because I just start binging and then... Anyway. A dream of a dark forest. I'm walking through a dark, lonely forest. In my dream, I'm going through the forest, weaving through its vegetation, and I see the rainbow in the distance. It seems that sap my morale. Yet for some strange reason, even though I'm all alone in this dream, I'm not afraid. Is it because of the faraway rainbow? I have a feeling it is. Holding something. I'm holding something in both hands in this dream. I'm going straight forward, so I don't see what I'm holding. Dragging my heavy feet. It seems very heavy, so I'm out of breath. But I don't rest my feet. I keep going further and further forward. Going somewhere. Deeper into the forest. Going somewhere. Dreaming away, with no idea what lies within. I go deeper and deeper. Must go deeper. And then... BOOM! At the end of a stream I've seen so many times, I'm sick of it. At the very end... Demon! Do you call it Waku Waku? I need to look this up. Is it Waku? Waku Waku? I can't tell what exactly she's saying. And now my head's going up because of... It sounds like she's saying Waku. But it goes to Waku Waku, which is a thing that Anya says in Spy Family? I'm used to the English dub, so... Hey, so what does Waku Waku mean? A state of being restless with anticipation and joy, okay? So saying Waku once means demon and saying Waku Waku means joy? Okay. Am I not... Am I not hearing it correctly? It sounds like she's saying Waku. It could be walk, but like, no. If it was walk, that would be that would be more of a American. Because like what I'm wondering is like there probably are like in Shinto, I imagine there are different types of demons. So I'm curious as to what kind of demon she's referring to us as. And like what the mythology behind the type of demon that she's referring to us as is. Because like demon would mean something different in Japanese than it does in English, because there's Christianity and then there is Shinto and there's the idea of malevolent spirit entities is different. Like demons are just kind of generic in Christianity, but I imagine that in Shinto there's all sorts of different kinds of spirits, so there are different types of malevolent spirits. So like what kind of malevolent spirit is she referring to us as? And I'm specifically searching for Waku demon, so maybe I should look for Shinto? Or is there just a generic term for demons in Shinto? No, that'd be Oni. She's not calling us an Oni. That does not sound like Oni. It sounds like Waku. Or yokai is another one. Although there's I think yokai is broader. Yeah. It sounds like she's saying Waku, and I... It's also... a Kurio? Akuma? It could be Akuma? Huh. Apparently it is the name assigned to Satan in Japanese Christianity. And Mara in Japanese Buddhism. So maybe she's calling us Akuma? Huh. Maybe that's what she's referring to us as. That's like the closest term in terms of like having a ku sound in the middle of it. I gotta look up the Wikipedia. Well, they've adopted different religions, apparently. Barely found in Buddhist texts. And later followed the introduction of Christianity to Japan. Akuma became the customary way of translating the English word for Satan. Typically depicted as an entity with a fiery head and flaming eyes, carrying a sword, said to be a harbinger of misfortune to those who see it. Also, is traditionally associating mental illness with the presence of Akuma. Yeah, I'm assuming she's saying Akuma. That just makes the most sense. It'd also be a good translation to just call her a demon. Shoot up awake! There's a ringing pain in my head. Is this what a hangover is? My first. Maybe I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. But I'm just as out of breath as I was in my dream. My body feels heavy. Feels like I'm gonna peak? Puke! My chest or stomach feels like something is sloshing around. Namely, all I drank of Hinoka and the others last night. I staggered over to the kitchen. Come to think of it, Hinoka did tell me to drink plenty of water before I went to sleep. That's why I have this headache and feel gross all over. I passed the mirror on the wall. The face that looked back at me looked like a complete stranger, not like me. Or like not me. I look terrible. Those cocktails, well, that definitely had something, no, a lot to do with it. But that's not all. For some reason, a small smile comes over my face. Even though I feel so down, even though I feel as down as can be. Why am I smiling? Because you are truly Akuma! I took a cup of water and calmed down a little. I noticed my phone is flashing by my pillow. A message. I walk over to check. It's from Hinoka. You had a long day yesterday. I'm sure you're tired from debugging, so feel free to come in around afternoon. We run on a flexible work schedule around here. If I could take it a little easy before going to work. Now has passed since my free reunion with my sister. Now it's the morning. My mind is in turmoil. The hangover and a sloshing slurry of something else froze me for a loop. I look out the window to the sky. The morning after a breakup. It's not like I've asked anyone out, or even gone out with anyone.
失恋した翌日の朝はこんな感じなんだろうなって。
Really? I leave Badon before noon. My stride is quite slow.
何しに行くんだろう。
I went back to sleep after that, and I feel a lot better physically. My heart's another story, though.
何しにデートに来たんだろう。
I came to find out what happened with my sister, and to help her out.
あんなに拒絶されてさ。
I can feel a hint of despondence in my voice.
柳屋でお願いします。仕事ですから。私ゲームは絶対ちゃんと完成させたいんで邪魔しないでください。邪魔。
My mood? Drained. Make it to the office. I look up. Is Kokoro already in the office?
悪魔。
That's definitely Akuma. Confirmed. She was called Akuma. Kokoro's whisper hasn't left my ear.
なんであんなこと言ったんだろう、心。
It probably would be a slightly better translation to just literally call her Satan, since Christianity is fairly popular in the West. So, I mean, demon works too. Or they could use the word devil. So Becca's Kokoro's mom is the mom from Waterboy, okay?
Akuma.
Shouldn't be hanging out with that girl. Girl is the devil.
悪魔？
Yeah, we get it.
悪魔？あ、じゃないよね。
I didn't come here because I wanted to make games from the bottom of my heart. I came here for Kokoro, for my sister. And yet, if she went and rejected me so clearly...
もう意味がない気もします。
I had to go to work. I stepped for the door. See?
だからどうして提出できないんですか？まだ必要ないからよ。見せる必要が出れば見せるわ。それで問題ある？ないわよね。はい、終了。
I'll show you when you do? Again, why don't these visual novels have proofreaders? I mean, this is a common problem I've seen when I watch other people play visual novels, and it...
私が進捗確認したいって言ってるんです。ディレクターとして指示には従ってください。仕事なんですから。はあ、仕事ね。では仕事として答えるわ。お断りよ。なんでですか？
Kokoro and Saki arguing, probably about the script Saki is writing.
あなたバカ？その必要がないからと今言ったばかりよ。 人の話はちゃんと聞けば。
I know she's gritting her teeth.
最悪な空気。こんな時はナナさんになんとか。
Look for the office of Saber, and yet she's nowhere to be found. I glanced at the whiteboard at the entrance to see. What? Touching button doing voice alert. Fa la la. PW. Looks like she's taking the day off. Today of all days. Hooker takes a deep breath as if holding something in and speaks.
ちゃんと聞いてます。サキさん、進んでないのは分かってます。だから確認と相談を。そうだね。あなたが何様？何様ってディレクター様なんじゃ。
I mean, being a director means you're really important.
あなたにシナリオのことはわからない。少なくともわからないと私は確信してるわ。そんな人に見せるなんてごめんよ。私はあなたが小学生の頃から仕事してるの。素人に毛が生えた程度で口を出さないで。
Saki comes on strong.
だいたい他にも仕事はあるわよね。そっちしてなさい。やってます。その上で言ってるんです。これはディレクターの指示、命令ですよ。何度も言わせないでお断りよ。時間の無駄だわ。こんなやりとりすればするほど遅れるけれど。いいのかしら。だから使えないのよ。
Saki glares right at Kokoro. Kokoro's face flares up red and
私は
all I can do is watch and panic. Then Kokoro glances at me and their eyes meet. She's noticed me. There was surprise coming over her face.
大鳥さん、何ですか？
So he looks over at me as well, but quickly looks away.
おはようございます。
I bow. And I bow. Ah! I bow backwards. I'm okay. It's slowly resetting my position. That's one thing VC Face is bad at, is... But the alternatives are worse, so... I need to... Ah! That's worse! I bowed and I fell over. Ah.
重役出勤ね。結構じゃない。
What? Oh, come on. Ah, for frick's sake. I think I may have touched my... It's an anime I'm watching right now and it suddenly decided to just start playing. I'm just gonna open a new tab and make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay. Well, hopefully it won't happen again. Sometimes the Bluetooth earbuds just automatically go to wherever the other video I watched was, so I don't know if that's gonna help. Anyway, we're good now. Great.
それは社長から聞いてます。問題ありません。そう。私は戻るわ。柳屋、意見を通したかったらまず信頼を得なさい。私はあなたを信頼してないの。サキさん、まだ話は。
Saki returns to her lair. Kokoro calls out after her in pursuit, but Saki wastes no time putting on her headphones, shutting her out. Huh. That's... Damn it! Okay. Oh, Kokoro wasn't whispering about me, but Saki. And she seems to take notice of me, shoots a glance my way.
ここ。
Try to call her name, but I stopped myself. Call her Yanagia, she said, but I can't call my sister by that name. So I just clam up, silent.
私も仕事に戻ります。じゃ。
The coldest tone she can. She turned her back to me and shut me out. I feel a stabbing pain in my chest. With despair weighing down on me, I head for my desk. It's like start fading out. Search for a new main artist. I should test the president gave me directly, and it sounds pretty important.
原画家はゲームの顔って。責任重すぎるんでは？
Besides, how am I supposed to look for an artist anyway? I don't even know how to start. All I can do is ask. Are Saki or Kokoro? So Saki's the one connected to the I'm still torn between wanting to I gotta go by gut. And Saki seems like the more can always go back if we decide to. Saki has more connections to the game, so she might. I gathered my courage to step right into the dinosaur's lair. Calling out Saki, timidly, her headphones rest solidly on her ears. She ignores me completely and absolutely. I'm sure she can't hear me. Saki's glaring at her screen, and I don't even have half of the courage to peek at it. I want to retreat. I really want to run.
それで心に聞くの？
Koko's hard to approach too. Finding myself thinking that is awfully sad. My eyes start to heat up, and I feel the tears coming.
もう
An annoyed whisper, Saki pulls off her headphones and looks at me.
うっとうしい空気まき散らして突っ立ってないで。大鳥愛、何か用？すみません、ごめんなさい。
I bow my head and instantly turn around. When I start back to my desk,
用があるんじゃないの？さっさと言いなさい。なんだか知らないけど、うじうじされても迷惑なのよ。さっさと言いなさい。蹴るわよ。蹴るのはなしでお願いします。もたもたしない。こっちは暇じゃないんだから。あ、すみません。
I glanced at her screen while I apologized, noticing it's filled with pictures of headphones.
カタログのサイト？
Okay. At the very least, it doesn't look like she's working on the script, but there's no way I can say anything about it.
早く。話、整理もできずに来たの？ぶっ飛ばすわよ。原画買ってどうやって探せば。
I put my question into surprisingly abrasive Saki.
くしれば？
A terse answer.
くし、何？
Picks?
くしをどう使ったらいいんでしょう？
I think she means that this universe is the version of Pixiv.
大鳥愛、あなたもしかしてピクシーも知らないの？呆れた。ググりなさい。
Google.
そこからは自力で何とかすることね。ググる。
I think they actually call it Google. It's probably because Japan has different copyright laws than America does, or trademark laws probably, so they can actually call it Google in Japan, whereas here they have to change it to Google. I am imagining.
ググるすらわからないと言うんじゃないでしょうね。わかります。すみません。やります。どこの難民よ、まったく。
Lucky Mother stares up, her eyes already off of me. She looks to her screen with sharp, aggressive eyes. Right at the catalog of headphones on the online store?
嘘が。迷うわね。
You needlessly found out for a writer. Maybe it's because she's a writer?
ありがとうございました。
She probably can't hear me, but I say my thanks and go back to the desk.
ピクシー。無限リマスター。夢うつつだって。ほえ？
Find a new artist.
それが私の仕事。
This is it, my first clear-cut job. Not walking the dog, no, it has a direct impact on the game. No, direct impact is too soft sounding. The art's for it. This will be the game's pace that I'm looking for, and I do not feel up to the task.
ダメだと思います。
A shred of confidence, but I have to do it. It's my job. Kokoro, director of the project of the remake of Nie Majro, and I need to know, why is she making it? To know that I had to keep on being involved with development, with production. So now I have to.
検索して。
Search for the art site I've been told about.
あ、出た。
It pops up quickly right at the top. Is it that famous a site? Not that I've heard about it.
よし。
I think I'm standing in front of a door of fate. I move my mouse, slowly bringing the arrow over to the site's name, and quickly timidly click it. I can read correctly. I let my hand slip off the mouse and can't speak today. I let my hand slip off the mouse in surprise.
マナコさん、ダメですよ。お仕事中なんですから。
Madako tilts her head as if to say, "Work? What is this work, human?" Well, she is a dog.
お仕事です。ワークです。重要任務なんです。
The last one is probably right.
なので邪魔しないでください。お願いします。
I bow my head. I can't imagine she understands human words, but she seems to have picked up on how I feel. She's probably surprisingly smart. But she shows no sign of leaving my desk.
見てるんですね。
I know she's an animal, but I get nervous working while watched. Says I'm a coward, but there's no helping it. I face the computer again. The absolute solution to all weight problems, the ultimate slim down guaranteed, the grand finale, the big enchilada, the cream of the crop, the cream of the crop, the cream of the crop of diet foods. Power Slim, get yours today, at the price you'll kick yourself for not jumping on. Buy now, or stay a fatty for life, then die. A very loud text box flies at me. I think I clicked the wrong thing. The extremely wrong thing. A pretty eager, no, let's say aggressive sales site consumes my browser screen. Text is drenched in primary colors that make my eyes bleed.
絶対痩せる。絶対痩せられなさそう。
They're trying to quietly close the page, however. Buy now or stay fighting for life, then die! Buy now or stay fighting for life, then die! Buy now or stay fighting for life, then die! Fat! Fat! Fatty! I think you need a better pop-up blocker on your browser. I nearly clicked add to cart.
ダメダメ。危ない危ない。
I timidly closed the page.
密かに体重が気になっている私です。
keep it a secret, but I got some extra meat out of sight. But now...
仕事します。はい。
I search again, put my mouse over the name, click, I'm being cautious this time, and then... Now, it's an art hosting site, so this is obvious, but there are just so many colorful pictures here, and they feel so passionate. Illustrations, aesthetic sense? Something Hidoka, the president, said I had... So I think it's something Kokoro told her. But that isn't the case. Pictures are just a hobby to me. You couldn't honestly call me good. Oh, your art's bad in a really good way. That's what Kokoro would tell me. But I love it! She added that in to make me feel better. But bad art is bad art. I scroll down the screen. I open different pages. Pictures, they just keep coming. Every one of them.
すごい。全部上手。
Every single one of them completely blows anything I've made out of the water. Every picture just hundreds of times better. Pick one artist from the host of brilliance? I just couldn't.
無理っす。
This is overwhelming. But this is my job. Still.
どうしよう。選べないよ、こんなの。
Haha, you need only pick what you like. A chat window suddenly opens at the bottom left of my screen. It's Echo.
エコさん？
It sounds like she's been watching me from somewhere. I hurried to respond. How did you now? That's a little too fast. While looking around for any hidden cameras, this of course led to a little typo. How now, brown cow? Were you practicing a red elocution now? How cute you are, Yuki. Sorry, I made a typo. That aside, Noka told me you're searching for a new main artist, so I figured you were swamped by good pictures and indecision right about now. And well, it seems I was right.
鋭すぎます。
Just who is Echo anyway? I mean, I've heard her name is Hibiki Shinbaku and that she's a musician, but in any case...
困ってるのは事実だし。
And Nana no Hanaoka are here. Asking Kokoro asking for help is difficult. Echo is the only person I can turn to now. Can I ask a small question? Indeed, I can come to our duel at any time. Not a duel. I respond immediately. You're looking for the main artist for a game. Which you should base your choice on? Everyone's just so talented. Having a tough time making a choice, are you? Yeah, I just can't tell who to go with. It's just too big of a job for me. The responsibility is too much. Well, the art trade is a thing after all, which means that the ability to pick out pictures that will sell is something of a business of it on its own. Meaning it is not a skill one can cultivate overnight. Yeah, good point. I shrink back, feeling like I'm being lectured to. Perhaps if I wrote that with a bit too much grandiosity. That aside, there is a clear way you can tell if an artist is suitable for a commercial work. Like it really tends to be roundabout in how she speaks. A time to well, wait. I do want her to tell me sooner than later, but I have to swallow my impatience and do this right. And what's that? Well, this isn't only in regards to art. Two things are key: speed and results.
速度と実績。
If there are many with roughly the same skill and level of detail, the ones who draw them in a short period of time are best for commercial work. Not too much of a surprise there, since you'll be giving them jobs. Compare their submission dates, you'll be able to get a, well, rough idea of their pace, going off their submission dates alone.
なるほど。
Now for results, things are easy if they have a portfolio of commercial work. But if not, look for the doujinshi stuff.
同人誌。
I know what that is, indeed I do. Way back in the day, Kokoro brought a doujin of something. Fan fiction of an anime that was popular when Kokoro was in 6th grade.
どんな本だったっけ？心、どこかに隠して教えてくれなくて。隠し事がショックで落ち込んだな。
I think back to how red Kokoro's face was. Uh-oh. It's that kind of doujinshi.
絶対探しちゃダメだからね。内緒だから。探してみたりしたら愛でも許さない。いやいや、そうじゃなくて。
I pull my attention back to my screen, and Echo has left plenty of messages for me, which I proceed to quickly try to read. I read for the log. By the way, I recently learned what a log was, and I kind of wanted to use it in a sentence. If the artist has her own website, you can go there and check. Take a look at their blog, too, scoping out their announcements and sales, see if their projects are going on track. Now, this is a bit mean, but say they had planned to finish their book after inking it, but when it actually comes out, it's all penciled. That means more than one would think. In any case, forget not that you are dealing with artists. Plenty of them cannot finish projects, and the heart being the fickle mistress it is. The dice are a skill, but completely useless in business. Tragically, they do tend to be the best artists. You know, I think Echo was grimacing at the other side of the screen. Well, that said, now this doesn't apply only to art, but business skills as a whole. What I personally believe to be most important is bone structure. That's where the log ends. She's probably waiting for my response. Bone. Bones? That's right, the bones. It may not appear on the surface of the picture, but don't forget what supports the body, the bones, the skeleton. Even if, say, a moe type picture looks beautiful and cute at first glance, this picture lacks an understanding of bone structure. It will have a certain twistedness to it. And if said artist is drawing the event art for a game, that means she'll have to draw quite a few pictures, and if she doesn't have a masterful grasp of the basics, she'll have a hard time covering up those imperfections. Doubtless, that will get through to the players.
なるほど。
Now, I've written you an essay, but in any case, Echo's tone shifts a bit. Let me tell you the most important thing of all, what the most important thing of all is. Pick the pictures you like. There's no better standard to use. I am no exception to this either. There's no bidding what one likes, that's how it is. Isn't that right, oh Star Sister? Have to wonder how much she's heard. Well, not that I mind. But this is my job, and we're talking about business. I mean, it's different from relationships, right? Humans play, it's what we do. Echo responds immediately. And our audience is human, much like us. How would you not say then that picking something you could love is key to appealing to them?
言い返せません。
Some good insight on Echo's part.
私が好きだと思った絵を選ぶ。
Well?
それなら。
Now, if you make the mistake of picking a picture aesthetically lacking, you'll find yourself bright and incompetent before long. You know, I bet she was laughing to herself when she typed that. Echo! Tried to use the angry face, but I got it totally wrong. I think I'm really bad at this chatting stuff. Fight the good fight. Take care! But our chat is over. I wonder if that's the only reason she struck up a conversation. Does she have a surprising amount of free time on her hands?
でもそれも新ニエ魔女が遅れてるから。
I think maybe. I can't say for sure. It's possibly weighs down on my possibility weighs down on my mind.
肩が重いです、エコさん。
My job is now to find art I like.
とにかくいろいろ見てみよう。
Just psyching myself up a bit, I start moving my mouse. About an hour later. So let me explain. The art site has a certain feature. When you see an artist you like, you can bookmark them on your account.
もう30人もお気に入りが。
How could I not? Everyone's stuff was so cute and well done. Excuses. But that isn't going to get me anywhere. One big factor is probably how most of the artists I saw, well, they thought pretty poorly of themselves.
ちょっと一息入れよう。
Okay. I whispered to myself and stand up. My eyes wandered to Kokoro's desk of their own accord.
柳屋です。はい。はい。先日の。ええ。
It's like she's on the phone with someone.
心にどんな絵が好みか聞いてみようかな。
I mean, Kokoro is the director, and knowing what she likes couldn't hurt. Not to mention, if I could start a conversation, it's part of my job, really. So she wouldn't push me away, at least I hope. Because I walk over to the hot water room. If I'm going to approach her, it should be after she's hung up. So I figured I could speak of her when I'm going back to my desk. By the way, Saki isn't at her seat. Her snoring and gnashing of teeth like tremors. Sounds like she's sleeping under her desk.
プチザウルス。
Kokoro's still on the phone, and she's clearly at Saki's desk.
ナナさん、早く戻ってきてください。
She's an essential part of the office, I'm sure of it now. Let us sigh as my water boils.
柳屋です。
What I heard Kokoro said rings from my mind. Kokoro, that name, that last name, different from Otori, different from the name she clung to. After the divorce, sometimes on the phone, she'd come out and say, I'll always be Otori, just like you, and yet now...
もう受け入れてるのかな。
The electric kettle lets out a little beep. The water's boiled. Sounds brings you back to your reality. Whoop, there goes gravity, Mom. Spaghetti. I'll put a cup onto the small tray and head back to the office.
うん。 分かってる。
Kokoro is still on the phone. Well, she said she was on the company phone last time. Now she's on her smartphone. Is she talking with a friend?
話しかけるチャンスが。
I'm a little hurt, and I start heading for my seat appointment. Next time Kokoro whispers quietly into the phone.
新しい部屋は大丈夫だから。心配しないで、ママ。ママ
Mamo?
ポワンとママ
Huh. He's using a borrowed word rather than... Yeah, I forget what the... Yes, Okasan. He's referring to her as Mamo rather than Okasan? Sorry, I'm... Kokoro's mom. She was my mom too until 5 years ago. Her. Really shouldn't be surprising, but...
母親が電話してくるなんて普通で。
Something tugs at me
も
still.
う切るよ。仕事中。
Suddenly brusque and foul-mooded, Kokoro hangs up her call. She looks like she noticed my eyes on her, because she glances over before quickly looking away.
あ、
That hurts.
避けないで、心。
Feel a wish. No doubt Kokoro had an air of rejection about her. Put it simply, she seemed to be in the foulest of moods. It was time to go home, that
お
is.
疲れ様でした。はあ、またろくに話せなかった。
Now, when it was time to go home, well,
お気に入りさんが100人突破。
over 100 favorites. And don't think I haven't been discriminating in my selection either. It's just everyone's so talented.
おいーっす、アイポン。
I think I might have to replay today just to see what happens with Kokoro. I run into Nana on the way back to the dorm. He's in her regular clothes outside, huh? She did say she was only a maid at the office and sometimes in the her dorm.
ナナさん。違うな。間違ってるっすよ、アイポン。
Her unexpected rebuff has me frozen.
今の私はただのナナではない。デリシャスナナっす。好物はデリシャスバナナ。いつもと同じか。
Most definitely not. Any way you look at her.
でもな、やっぱりバナナ好きだしな。チョコかかってると最強だしな。なんだかナナさん楽しそう。
Or she's really happy about something. Did something happen?
ナナさん、なんだか明るいですね。ん？そう？まあ、ナナはいつでも明るいけど。いやー、でも出ちゃってるかな。まあね。そっか、出ちゃってるか、キラキラオーラ。
I had a little giggle.
はい、出てます。何かいいことでも？いやー、今日オーディションだったんすけどね。
Come to think of it, I remember the whiteboard in the office an audition. Had to be for Donna's real job, voice acting. Oh, and by the way, I researched Donna's name a little bit. You got a page on the internet. That's really impressive by itself, but I just don't know all that much about games and anime. Sorry.
受かったんですかオーディション。
Now this guy's eyes go wide when I ask. Then she burns out. Burns? Why can't I read today? Then she bursts out laughing.
お嬢様何にも知らないっすね。箱入りっすか？
She just burns herself out laughing. She's been laughing too much. And she's tired of it.
そんなすぐに結果は出ないっすよ。結果は後日。あ、そうですよね。ごめんなさい。いやー、でも今日はベリギュの手応えだったんだ。
And his expression conceals a warm satisfaction. She's always bright and cheerful, but this is a different sort of brightness.
よかったですね、ナナさん。まだわかんないけどね。いやでもなあ、サインいる？売れる前だから貴重っすよ。はい、ぜひ宝物にします。じゃあ上脱いで。はい、おっぱいの谷間に書いてあげる。激レアだぜ。いりません。そっか。ナナ憧れの声優に会った時書いてもらったけどな。油性で消えんように。
Yeah, I don't think permanent marker works that way on skin. You need to like put in marker, then actually tattoo it on your skin, because otherwise it will eventually come off. So the voice actress that autographed her.
どうだった今日？メイドいないとお嬢様大変しょ。
In a mischievous voice.
そうですね。あら、なんかあったっす？ああ、いえ、心と妹とやっぱり全然話せなくて。
There's so much on my mind, too. I know I shouldn't panic or be impatient, but
なんていうか壁がすごくて。サキさんともうまくいってないみたいだし。ああ。まあ日常茶飯定食だけどね。
it is?
あれに関しちゃナナはどっちかっていうとさっちゃん寄りだな。妹ちゃん厳しい。
What is Donna talking about? Now, I know that Kokoro doesn't have the best attitude, but
さっちゃんってまあ可愛い恐竜だけど話はできる人なんすよ。ナナなんかよりよっぽど大人、社会人。実際26ってのもあるけど。見えませんけどね。10代って言っても通用するよね。心読まないでください。 アイポンわかりやすいんだもん。
Am I really? Well, anyway. Nana's on Saki's side, because it looks like they both have attitude problems. Me anyway. But to Nana...
妹ちゃんはね、あれはね。なんですか？忘れちゃった。
She giggles sticks out her tongue. Looks like she doesn't want to talk about it.
てか、早くも人の心配って余裕っすね。こりゃもう新元画家探しは順調か。候補は一応選んでて。
Like 30 to 100.
おお、お姉ちゃんやるっすね。期待期待。100人いるんですけど。
Yeah, it's 100.
一元画家1ヒロインでもすごいボリュームっすね。
No, Niyamajo is not that kind of game.
頑張って絞り込もう。
The next day...
気づいたら候補が150人に。
Why do I have 150 chances now? Everyone's just so talented. Wow, I really skipped forward in time. Okay.
シュンとポワンとセーブしました。
Okay. So we're continuing with the one day per day. Hopefully we can increase it to 2 days per day, but there's so much anime to watch in so little time. I'm really leaning into the weeb lifestyle, or anyway, there's a bunch of things you can do. Maybe which will take a few seconds of your time. You can like, you can subscribe, you can follow if you have to be watching on Twitch. You can check out our other channels, which are around here. The Patreon down here. Well, now I'll have the same handle, relatively speaking. But in any case, no matter what you do, I thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I should go.